Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 35 of Direwolf20 is Making a Giant Mess. Did that stuff all? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I am talking about episode 35 of Stoneblock, where I am going to target red matter blocks in here, mostly because... Hooray! Much more compact and clean than the iron chest that was here previously, because we are really getting a stupid amount of resources over here. So now we're making red matter blocks, which are 1.867 million EMC, as opposed to like the dark matter, right? Which is far less in terms of EMC. So it's just a more compact, right? It's almost like you can store 10. Dark matters, maybe closer to 12 or 13 dark matters into a single red matter block. So that's nice. That's nice. So that we just have more storage for that stuff, because that thing's doing a really good job of producing EMC. Today, let's take a look. We've got some things we want to do, right? We are working towards getting a tablet, right? The transmutation tablet. Last episode, we were really focused on getting infinity ingots, which in order to craft these require infinity catalysts and some neutronium ingots. Now, a lot of people have been writing comments in the videos, which I have read and seen, because yes, I do read the comments. I don't often reply to them, but I do read them. A lot of people are telling me, like, I'm not even close to where I need to be in terms of getting this stuff up and running in a good way. But we are starting to get some of our very first singularities, which is kind of cool, right? Like, we've already got our coppers and our irons. We've got a decent amount of most of these things. We're getting there on emeralds, right? I'm debating, you know, a couple other things. We need to get more neutronium compressors for sure. Like, that's not a doubt. And we definitely need to, you know, start looking at maybe considering, I mean, what do we have here? 2 roosts, right? Is that what we got cooking? Because we've got, yeah, we've got this bad boy, right? He's doing a great job. He's roosting it up, right? Was there a reason I couldn't slap a roost back here? I feel like there was. I feel like I tried to do that and failed. And I don't know what the reason was that I couldn't accomplish that. Why couldn't I put another roost back here with another set of gold chickens? I feel like that's like totally a thing I could have done. Why wouldn't I have done that? I don't know. Let's find out. So we got roost, right? I can get one of those. Do we have some gold chickens that I can breed up? We've got some yellows, so not a big deal. We'll just get... where's my breeder? Do I not have a breeder in here? I had a breeder. They're in here? Yeah, they are. Nice. Alright, and some seeds. Oh, look, there's our 16 gold chickens. See, I did have some. So why could I not just plop this dude right here with 16 gold chickens in them? Oh, right, he was outside the range of the watches. That was his problem. So why don't I try this, right? Wand of acceleration. Usage in machine is disabled and config. That's right. So that is disabled. All right. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's the reason we didn't. I knew there was a reason that we didn't put this chicken here, and I couldn't remember it. Those of you who may not follow me on Twitter may not know that I was on vacation for a little bit of time there. So I'm coming back and I'm reacclimating to what was I doing and why again? Somebody fill me in. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. So I guess our focus right now is more neutronium compressors. So let's take a look at what we need to do to get some of those knocked out. So I'm sure a big part of what we needed to get more of these was neutronium ingots, which we have like a ton of now, which is cool. And then we also, as I recall, need some iron blocks, a couple redstone blocks, right? Neutronium compressors. Also need crystal matrix ingots and hoppers. Okay, not a big deal. We should have some hoppers, crystal matrix ingots. We'll get as many of those as we can. And that should be pretty darn close to getting neutronium guys. Because I would ideally like to... Oh, we need some blocks. Okay, well, I can make that happen, right? 7 of those shouldn't be a problem to get. Right? Neutronium compressor. Boom. 7 more. Nice. Neutronium dudes. Okay, so let's map out how many more of these I think I need. Is 2 more in addition to what I've got already? right? Because if we want to completely, you know, get this guy going here, we'll want to do one here, right? And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's perfect. Do I have exactly what I need? Awesome. Dude, that is perfect, perfect. All right, so we're going to need some resonant servos. So what I'm going to do is put all this stuff back, along with my neutronium. I'll just put it in the refined storage system, because who cares, right? Hey, you, can you... Oh, hello. What are you doing? Explain what that's all about. Thank you. Resonant servos, glowstone item ducts. Impulse item ducts, yes, we've got that thing. Hopefully we've got enough of these impulse item ducts, though I feel like we could probably use a few more. So let's get item ducts. And glowstone. And we'll just do magma crucible here, and we'll do you there, and that should be cool. I really wish I could get you to accept power faster, because the problem is he doesn't accept power as quickly as he possibly can. And when I do the watch thing, it's just too slow. No biggie. No biggie. Do gotta love that watch though. I mean, it's silly, but it's like fun silly, right? Nice. Okay. So with that taken care of, then we can get rid of all you guys, and that should get me a healthy bit more impulse item ducts, of which I think I probably only need a stack. So let's get the rest of this set up ASAP, right? Because what we're gonna want is basically none of you guys should connect to each other. Okay. And we want to basically break all the connections here. This is a lot quicker and easier than, you know, going slowly with it. So that should work. Oh, and you should not be a connector point either, right? And then you guys do that, and then we don't want connections on the bottom, even though it won't allow items to go in there, just for like aesthetic purposes, right? We want it to look nice. I'm trying this time, guys. I really am. You know I am, right? You know it. There. And there. Perfect. Cool. That looks pretty slick, if I do say so myself. All right, let's turn you off for a minute so I can connect this guy up here without too much of a complaint. I should probably disconnect those lines over there too. Okay, that looks pretty good. So you can go back to being ignored. You can ignore, which means you will be draining that stuff out of there and quickly creating redstone singularities. Perfect. And remember, none of these ever filled up, so it's not like we ever had a real problem with stuff, right? So that should be fine. Our chickens are doing a good job for us. Nice. Okay, so I think you're good to go, right? Nice. So now we're getting a silver singularity here. We're getting a lapis singularity here. You're gonna make tin. You're gonna make nether quartz. And you're gonna make diamond. And you, sir, are gonna make nickel. And that is a pretty awesome room, I think. I think that looks great. So the only other piece here to get now would be Fluxed electrum block singularity. So I do need one more singularity compressor, right? So let's make that happen. We should be able to get iron, redstone, and hopper. And, oh right, crystal matrix ingots, which we might need a few more of. Should be a pretty quick craft, though. Shouldn't be too bad. That should be enough. And I just said, whatever, to how many, because, frankly, I think I'm not too worried. Sweet. So this will be the last crystal matrix ingot that we have to set up, right? And we'll probably want this to be mapped out the same way. So what we'll do is clear out a path, just like we did with the other things, right? And we are good to go. So don't connect. Don't connect just for appearances. And ignored. And then you're going to make sweet fluxed singularities. That is cool. That is super cool. Now it's going to take a little while to get our first fluxed electrum block, but I think we'll be all right. So with that said, we've got a pretty decent amount of progress being made here. So I think our next steps should be to see how close we are to making, I guess, our very first singularity infinity thingy, right? Because we need to make infinity catalysts, which do have an EMC value, right? So we've got all the singularities going and auto crafting, right? Blocks of Enderium, steel, and dark steel should be surprisingly stupidly easy. We've also already got diamond lattice and crystal matrix ingots and auto crafting, and we've got the neutron stuff going. So realistically, what we need is the ultimate stew, the cosmic meatballs, the endest pearl, and the record fragment. And once we get at least one of these, we can use EMC to make more of them, and then these guys will make our infinity ingot, which will be, you know, a little bit crazier. Now, we will probably have to rapidly increase our AMC production because what we've got going now is good, but what we're going to eventually need is going to be stupid. Because if you look at it, right, these guys are 3 billion EMC per catalyst, right? And in order to make this thing, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 3. So 4, 4, 11. Right, okay. So we need 11 times 3.4 billion. So that's a lot. That's a real lot. So we may need to rapidly increase EMC production pretty quickly, especially if we're going to go EMC with that route. Because as much as this is working for us to get our first set of, you know, singularities, it's not going to be quite enough. Because we need 11 of these to get an infinity ingot. And then in order to get the tablet, we need like a bunch of these. So TLDR, we're going to need a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to have to look at some options for crazy EMC gen, which I'm sure we can come up with. All right, so let's do this. Let's come back in a minute and get ready to go a little bit crazy. Hello, energetic sheep. How are you? All right, guys, so I think the next step, what I want to do is at least get our first infinity catalyst. And then we'll work towards crazy amounts of EMC gen, of which I've heard several ideas, and we'll see what we come up with, right? So first off, ultimate stew, right? So we're going to need water essence and fire essence, which we may or may not have, but those should be pretty easy to get, right? So that comes from water seeds, which seems easy enough, right? It's just something like that. Okay, cool. So I need a few of you at least. Oh, we're going to need more prosperity shards, huh? Do you have an EMC value? You don't. Womp womp. Prosperity ore. Do we have anything prosperity-ish? Not yet. It's though possible. And here's something I want to get towards, is ramping this thing up, if I can. I'd really love to know why you were not reacting very well. There should possibly be prosperity orbit in here. There should be a bunch of things in here, frankly. But why you don't speed up with the watch is something I really wanted to figure out if I could. Because the watch should really be doing something for this. Not sure why it's not, but, you know, we'll figure it out. So, prosperity. Do we have anything in here? Prosperity-ish? Yeah, we do. A little bit. Nice. Alright. I should figure out why that's not doing its thing at some point. Like I said, I know I've used that in other packs where that works, right? So I should be able to just pulverize you, right? Do you have an output going on? Nope. You're good to go. Okay. So seed, water seed, right? So let's just get a few of these because we know we're going to need them. One, two, three, four. Cool. And there we go. And then we're also going to want fire seeds, right? That's a tier 2 crafting seed. Should be a quick enough craft. And buckets times, well, we'll just get all 4 going. We should have plenty of lava chilling down here. Okay, so with that said, fire seed, good to go. Nice. Okay. Do you, sir, have any good stuff going on? You got a little Fluxed Phyto grow. So let's just get like 1 iteration of this if I can. Maybe 2. Same deal. Power flow is the problem on that guy. Wonder if I could, I think it's the speed at which the machines are allowed to accept power that really, you know, comes into play here. But I just wonder if hooking it up to something like this might help. Maybe that's something we can try at some point as well. But for now, I've got a few of the seeds that we need. Now these guys also do not have an EMC value, so I'm just going to stick them in here for now. So the other things we need to get to for the Infinity Catalyst, we need the ultimate stew. So we need wheat, carrots, and potatoes, and dragon fruit. So wheat, not a problem, right? Carrots, let's actually do this. Let's get our, I think we've got an extra iron chest here, right? Let's prepare all the things we're gonna need in this chest, right? Does that sound cool? So it's like ultimate stew is what we're making, right? So a pile of neutrons, 1 of each of those essence and wheat, right? So a pile of neutrons, easy peasy. 1 of each of those essences. Wheat, carrot. Okay, potato and dragon fruit. Potato. Now for this, we're probably going to need to buy the dragon fruit seed. So it needs a dragon fruit sapling, actually. Okay, cool. So that's a sapling. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let's get ourselves a bunch of emeralds, because we should have Pam's Market here. I don't know where I put it, but didn't I have one? Yeah, that's it. I put it over here. Cool. So dragon fruit sapling. Let's click through here. I don't think there's quite as many saplings as there are seeds. So the dragon fruit sapling is kind of like a pinkish with a dot in the middle. Nutmeg. That could be it. Yeah, it is. Bye. Thank you. Sweet. Now, can I bone meal? I believe I can. Psst, grow. Grow now. You can do it. Grow. Maybe you don't like this room. Yeah, why wouldn't you grow there? What don't you like about this? Is it not a large enough area? Oh, there you go. Sweet. So that's an easy way to just get a bunch of dragon fruit, right? And then what I'll probably wind up doing is just chopping this thing down with my axe. And we might have gotten a dragon fruit sapling. No, we didn't, but we can always buy another one if we need to. So boom, dragon fruit. Easy peasy, right? And then we're gonna basically do that for a few things, right? So beetroot, I'm thinking we have some seeds. We're gonna want a bunch more bone meal. Do you know how to make bone meal? Not that I need you to make bone meal for me, but I mean, it's not a bad skill to have. You know? All the things. Perfect, right? So there we go, beetroot. Beautiful. Right, and while you're here, let's make sure that's a thing. Right, so put one of those away, and the rest can go in here. Nice, making progress. Stew. Garlic, soybeans, and eggplants. Okay, so we need garlic, soybeans. Did we do soybeans already? We did do soybeans already on this map, cool. But eggplants, I'm sure we didn't do, or broccoli. So garlic, eggplant, and broccoli. Let me buy the seeds for those. We'll be right back. And Bob's your uncle. That's pretty cool right there. All right, so garlic, eggplant, and broccoli, and soybeans are covered. Right? Garlic, eggplant, and broccoli. Not too bad. Right? And then we're going to need to start getting into more stuff, like meatloaf and carrot soup and pumpkins from Pam's Harvest Craft pumpkin. Oh, well, that seems easy enough. Do we have pumpkins? I think we have pumpkins. Don't we have pumpkins? We do. Do you have an EMC trade? We do. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Boom. Pumpkins. That's what's up. Okay. So, for the stew... That's 2 over from broccoli. I'm kind of like trying to map it out correctly, right? So carrot soup doesn't look too bad. Okay, we just need a pot, which I don't think we have yet, but we can get easily enough. Hey, give me some bricks, would you? And then we're going to need some silken tofu or heavy cream. Right, and then some stock. We can get a bunch of that easily, right? And then silken tofu, we should be able to centrifugal separate soybeans, which we should have some of. I'm impatient. And remember, we only need to make one of these, technically, right? So there's your carrot soup. Not too shabby. Right? And then we need meatloaf, which doesn't look too bad. We'll find out how bad it is. So, we'll get bakeware. Raw tofu steak, huh? Or I could just use, like, some other thing. We need some bread, which shouldn't be too bad. Dough. Let's see how much of this stuff we actually have. Yeah, or we can get that. We have barley from Pam's, huh? Barley seeds, but this is barley from Pam's. I'm assuming... Does this grow... Pam's barley? Like, is this like an ore dictionary type thing? No, that's Natura barley. Alright. But can I use you to get dough bread? I can. It's ore dictionaried, so that'll work. Haha! Alright. So that gives me that for meatloaf. We should have the raw something, right? An onion, garlic, and ketchup. Didn't we get garlic? Yes. Onions, though, I don't know if we got. Garlic. I saw onion seed in here. Let me get my emeralds again. They were kind of whitish. And towards the beginning, I want to say. Sesame. Onion, there you are. Nice. And I keep dropping my emeralds when I close that UI, and I don't know where they go. So, not the end of the world, I promise. But also, no idea where they're going. So, onions up into there, so that should be somewhere. Cool. And then we just need, for meatloaf, we need ketchup. Which will hopefully not be too bad. It's tomatoes. Okay. So that's easy enough. We just need you, the juicer. All right, let me get a tomato seed and we will be right back. All right, guys, so I think we're cool now to make some meatloaf. So if we take a look, we should have the ingredients for ketchup now. Made some tomatoes, and meatloaf is a check. Nice. Cool. We need some chorus fruit. So that was easy peasy done because we did that already. And then what's the next thing we need for this infinity stew stuff? We need beetroot soup and beef jerky. So let's see what beetroot soup is about. It's from beet soup, which, okay, cool. Explain? Explain. So there's beetroot soup, which is from, okay. And then that comes straight out of beet soup. Interesting. But look at like the disparagement. Like, look how much different it is. It's literally like, you just like, all right, I made this beet soup that gives me 2 ham hocks and like 5 hunger bar things, right? And then like I just put it in a crafting table and boom. It's a lot better. So that's interesting. So we need an onion, we need fresh milk, and we need black pepper. So black pepper comes from a peppercorn, which I believe is a tree. So we need another sapling here, right? So let's get that cooking up, right? So let's cycle back. We're gonna look for peppercorn trees. Click, 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 click. It looks something like these guys, right? But they'll be like green lines hanging off of them. Something like that. Yeah, hey, exactly. Something like that. Cool. Now you did not like being on that side of the room for no reason that I could determine. But hey, look, peppercorns. Woo! That'll do for now. Cool. Now let's get our axe back. I thought I had an axe. Didn't I have a diamond axe? Where'd he go? Are you picking stuff up, Chief? No. Where'd my diamond axe go? I had one, didn't I? Promise you guys I had one. Remember? I used it to cut down a tree like a minute ago? Oh well. It's probably in my inventory and I'm just doing the YouTuber blindness thing. And everybody's gonna yell at me. It's alright. We got peppercorns. So that's cool. So we're just gonna need a mortar and pestle for you. And then you're good. And then the last thing we need is just fresh milk. Or I think we can use soy milk, can't we? Which we can take silken tofu and grind it again. Okay, so let's do this. All right, you go away for a minute. You know what, you can go away too. Centrifugal separator. Bing. Bada bing. Perfect. That just saves me the hassle of cows. All right, and then you get upgraded to beet soup, and we are good to go. Nice. All right, so beef jerky is next. And that is basically anything raw with salt. And salt can just be made with a bucket of water, right? So that's easy. That's a real easy one. So beef jerky is set up, right? We need epic bacon, which I don't remember being too hard. And hey, we already have some, so that's even better. What up? Right? And then we need raw beef, raw pork chop, raw beef, raw mutton, raw chicken, raw pork chop. Sweet. You know what? I kind of want you guys to know how to make these in the future, just in case. Anything else in here you should probably know EMC-wise? Hey, epic bacon has an EMC value. That's pretty awesome. Anything else that would be cool to have an EMC value? Do you know how to make more chorus fruit, just in case? You do now. Pumpkins, meatloaf, carrot soup, broccoli. Hey, there's my axe. I knew I had one. Remember, I knew I had one. Okay. Nothing else in here probably important to know the EMC values of. I think we're good. All right, cool. So then the last thing to worry about here is rabbit stew. Doesn't look too bad. We just need a baked potato and a bowl and some cooked rabbit. Raw rabbit. Well, you know what we could do? So we can get rabbit essence. That's cool. But I think we can get a rabbit egg, if I'm not mistaken, from this bad boy. So, yay, spawn rabbit. Sweet. And come here, Mr. Bunny, with a... Hey, that's cool. Rabbit's foot. Nice. Raw rabbit. Check. Cook that up nice and quick. And rabbit stew. We just need a cooked potato. And I think, guys, that's going to make me this ultimate dude that I need. So now let's put you away and let's get all this stuff out. And we're gonna also have to put you away and you away. And I'm gonna put away my destruction tool and my reservoir. Cool. All right, so do we have all the things? We do have all the things to make ultimate stew. Nice. Dude, that is awesome. I'm going to make sure to store one of these in here. So, like, what's the deal? It says 400 hunger bars. Does that mean, like, I'm literally going to have 400... Like, I'm not going to get hungry for a really long time? Is that how this is going to work now? Because that's a little bit silly. But we'll maybe figure that out next episode. You know why? Because it's wrapping up point. So, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. So now that we've got the stew, right? It doesn't have an EMC value, sadly, so I can't teach it. However, our next step will be cosmic meatballs, which doesn't look too bad, and most of these things have an EMC value, right? So we should, and that's like the same feeding frenzy process. But don't forget, we also have things like, maybe I can just get this going now. Do I have any fish? If I have a single raw fish in here, we'll do it this episode. If not, oh, we do. Oh, look at you. Okay, so we need a rabbit, and we need raw beef, and we need raw pork chop. Did I teach you raw pork chop? I think I did. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. That makes me feel a whole lot better about my life as a chef. All right. Chicken. Do we have chicken? I'm sure we have raw chicken, right? Right. Okay, cool. And then a pile of neutrons and raw fish. So now we can do the meatballs thing now, right? And there, is 32 of those. Sweet. All right, so we did that this episode too. Look at that. We are knocking things out like crazy. All right, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We might need to ramp up some production in here. We shall see. We are at 2,000 out of 11,000 on the Fluxed electrum blocks. Not the end of the world, but we'll get there. But we do have 2 of some things and 1 of other things. So, progress, but slow progress. We're totally going to need to ramp up our EMC production, which is probably what we'll start looking at doing next time. For now, take it easy.